Time they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' superstar wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Jags and the Packers. Next on Madden NFL 23.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. They're trying to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. The Jaguars at 9-3 here on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with ETN. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Lawrence on the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. ETN up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
On the set.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Come on, set.
On first down, right back to ETN.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Another tote for ETN.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
He's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A 50. Play, and it's second down. Lawrence will throw. And this one's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Etienne once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, Maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 66 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was... time throw.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats.
that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Once more ETN, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Simmons. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackles make. Jaguars 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he completes it to Cobbs. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 27, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On play action, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Lawrence. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Nicole Hardman, 54 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He was out there waving his arms. Drop.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Down to the 42, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Let's go. All right, go get him now. Anytime that ball down the lead, take it to the back. Let's do it.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a give to Etienne. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throw left side, complete. That's Myers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jags, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the play